Hey everyone, it's Farrah Prudence here. I'm waiting for my car to thaw out, and while I was waiting, I thought that I would make this short and sweet video once again about Christians and illegal immigration. Yesterday I posted my article on globalfaith.org and it's called From an Almost Dreamer. And in the article, I talk about how I was born to Palestinian parents here in the United States. They were here on a tourism visa. They were not here legally in terms of being here on an immigrant visa. And then they had 4 kids here, and my dad committed a bunch of fraud. Eventually we were moved to the Middle East, but I realized that I was very close to being an Obama dreamer. I mean, had divine intervention, I guess, not happened, my parents could have easily had me in Jordan and then brought me here with them on their tourism visa, in which case I would have been an Obama dreamer. I would not have been an American citizen. But as grace would have it, I am an American citizen, and I am so beyond grateful for that. And that is one of the many reasons that I was able to actually make it out of the abuse of Islam and that cult. But here's what I want to talk to you about today. Is one of the responses I got to that article is from a person I'm assuming is a Christian, who said, doesn't this go against everything that Jesus taught us about accepting everybody? Because apparently Jesus accepted everybody. I'm trying to figure out how it is that the kingdom is reading so many different versions of the Bible, because in my version of the Bible, I don't see anywhere where Jesus accepted everybody. He actually made it a point to take off a lot of people simply by telling the truth. He did not hold back because something was offensive. And just to push the matter further, I am all for legal immigration. I'm all for the laws of my country being respected. Just like most other countries around the world, they have borders and they have laws, and our country deserves borders and laws too. And if you want to know my whole spiel about it, you can go and read the article. But here's the thing: if you think it's unchristian to have borders and rules and laws for entry, well, then you might want to go after God. Yeah, I'm not stuttering here. You might want to go after Jesus, because even heaven has rules for entry, okay? Heaven does not have open borders. God's love is unconditional. Yes, we know that in John 3:16, that God's love is unconditional. For God so loved the world. God loves the entire world. All of us, sinners, children of snakes, hypocrites, all of us. He loves all of us. However, salvation has laws to it. You need to accept it. Okay? Entry into heaven. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. You have to accept Jesus in order to get into heaven. Now, of course, there's always going to be the smartass between you that says, oh, what about the tribes that nobody has reached before? Pick a theory and go with it. But I'm talking about the concrete, what Jesus has said. Nobody gets to know the Father except through me. Okay? So if you have issues with immigration laws and entry laws, I suggest you take it up with Jesus and with God, because even he, God, thought it was a good idea to have entry laws into heaven. I mean, really think about it. If there were no entry laws into heaven, then heaven would really be hell. It would really be the equivalent of living here on earth, because that means that everybody would get into it. And if everybody got into it, then it would be earth. And then it wouldn't be heaven anymore, because all the crappy people would be there too. So it is a really good thing. It is a really biblical thing to have borders. It's a really good thing to have laws. It's a really good thing to be selective about who you bring inside your home, who you bring inside of your homeland. I say that fully knowing that I was this close to not being an American citizen. But you know what? I have family that's not American citizens. And I have a great aunt who's about, I don't know, she's like 89 years old or something. And she has her green card and she wants to be an American citizen. And she's, you know, trying really hard to pass that test, and bless her heart, she's studying and she's going for it. You know what? She's 89. She could just come in here on her green card and die. Why does she want to be an American citizen? Because it is something that is so beautiful. It is so amazing. And until you've actually lived outside of the United States for a prolonged period of time, I'm not talking about taking a 30-day vacation in Jordan. I'm talking about actually living outside of the United States. You will not appreciate how beautiful this country is, how amazing it is to be an American. I don't know of another country where you can go in and then claim the forefathers and the founders of that country as your own. I am Hebrew, Palestinian, whatever it is that you want to call me. And I can say that John Adams and George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and Abigail Adams, they were all my forefathers and foremothers as well. I get adopted into being an American. And it's an amazing thing. And if we let everybody in, then it would cease to be in America. It would cease to be a beautiful country. It would just become every other country. Kind of like if you walk into Dearborn, Michigan, and it has just turned into another third world city. Kind of like if you walk into some streets in Minnesota, where it has been taken over by all of these Somali migrants who refuse to assimilate. Well, it's turned into a little Somalia. We don't need any more little Somalias. We don't need any more third world places. We don't need any more towns that allow female genital mutilation. We don't need any more towns where we have cartels ruling over. We don't need any more towns where women are getting killed because they don't want to wear the hijab or they don't want to follow their family honor. We have enough of that in the world. Don't you understand? If we keep letting and allowing these illegal immigrants in, who refuse to assimilate and don't want to become Americans, they just want to suck us dry, we are ceasing to be the light of the world. And then which country is going to step up to be the next hope for this world? Russia? I don't think so. We are doing the world a disservice by allowing illegal immigrants in here, by even allowing immigrants in here who refuse to assimilate. We are doing the world a disservice. The best thing we can be for this entire world is be the light and be the salt of this world. Be a place of refuge. What a shame. What a shame that we hold on to false emotional arguments that lead us to cultural acceptance, that lead us to girls dead because of honor killings, to little girls getting their vaginas mutilated right here in the United States. And we turn a blind eye because it's cultural acceptance. What a shame. There was once a time that slavery was accepted because, oh, well, that was their way, but we won't have slaves, but we're not going to stop them from having slaves either. Is that what we've become again? Is that what we've become again? A country that says, oh, well, I'm not going to stop them from performing FGM on their daughters, but I'm not going to do it on my daughters. I'm not going to stop them from killing their babies who are unborn or even after they're born, but I'm not going to do it myself. But I'm not going to judge them. Start judging, America. We need more judging. We need more people that say this is right and this is wrong. Nope. Having your kid at a strip club is wrong. Having your 11-year-old take a picture next to a guy who's nude, that's wrong. We need to start speaking up or we're just going to waste away. So there it is. Take it or leave it. The gospel is true. The gospel is offensive, and that's okay. That's okay. People are usually offended when you tell them that what they're doing is wrong, and it's not just a sin against themselves, but it's a sin against other people. And a nation that accepts other people's sin because they don't want to offend, they don't want to hurt feelings, they don't want to lose their jobs, they don't want to lose their friends, is a nation that is doomed. And I refuse to have that happen on my watch. And I refuse to have that be the nation that my daughter grows up in. Just take it or leave it. I am here. I love my country so much. And it was a hope for me to leave the Middle East and to come here where I was free. And here I am. The fox is in the hen house in so many ways. But I will not be the one that says, well, I don't want to lose my job, or I don't want to lose my friends, or I don't want the government to come after me, so I'm not going to say anything about the Jews being loaded up on the boxcar. Think about it.